Have you ever done everything right for your health? Eating clean, choosing superfoods, yet still feel tired, swollen, or waking up at night to use the bathroom more than you used to? What if I told you that one silent mistake millions of people make every single day is slowly damaging their kidneys, and most of them have no warning signs until it's already serious? Your kidneys don't scream when they're in trouble. They don't cause pain early on. They quietly struggle in the background, filtering your blood 24 hours a day until one day the damage shows up in your lab results, or worse, in a diagnosis you never saw coming. I'm Dr. Johnny, and today I want to show you something surprising. Some of the smallest foods sitting in your kitchen right now can either help your kidneys flush out toxins and recover, or silently push them closer to failure, depending on how you use them. In this video, I'll walk you through 4 powerful seeds that research shows can support kidney health, reduce inflammation, and ease the burden on your kidneys, but only if you know the right way to eat them. And one of these seeds in particular is commonly believed to be healthy, yet may be dangerous for people at risk of kidney problems. So stay with me until the end, because the difference between protecting your kidneys and harming them may come down to a single tablespoon and a simple mistake almost everyone makes. Let's start with flax seeds, because this is where most people think they're doing something right, but often miss the most important detail. I've seen this over and over again. Someone switches to a healthy diet. They add flax seeds to their breakfast, sprinkle them on salads, even mix them into smoothies. On paper, everything looks perfect. And yet months later, their blood pressure is still creeping up. Their cholesterol hasn't improved much. Some even start noticing swelling in their ankles or waking up more often at night to urinate. The problem isn't flax seeds themselves. The problem is how they're being used. Flax seeds are one of the most powerful kidney-supporting seeds when used correctly. They're loaded with fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant antioxidants that work together to reduce inflammation and help the body eliminate waste more efficiently. And that matters because when your gut clears waste properly, your kidneys don't have to work as hard filtering toxins from the blood. From a scientific perspective, flax seeds are especially rich in ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fat. Multiple nutrition reviews have shown that omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation and support healthier blood vessels. For your kidneys, that means better blood flow, better oxygen delivery, and less long-term stress on the tiny filtering units called nephrons. Flax seeds are also one of the best natural sources of lignans. These are powerful antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative damage. Oxidative stress is one of the silent drivers of kidney decline, especially as we age. When oxidative stress stays high for years, kidney tissue slowly becomes less efficient, often without obvious symptoms, until damage is advanced. Now here's the part most people don't realize, and this is critical. Flax seeds have a hard outer shell. If you eat them whole, your digestive system cannot fully break them down. That means a large portion of those omega-3s and lignans simply pass through your body unused. In other words, you may be eating flax seeds every day and getting very little of the benefit you think you are. This is why nutrition experts consistently recommend ground flax seeds, not whole ones. Grinding breaks open that shell and makes the nutrients available for absorption. Without this step, flax seeds become more of a decoration than a functional food. Fiber is another major reason flax seeds matter for kidney health. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax provide a meaningful amount of soluble and insoluble fiber. Fiber slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps bind waste products in the gut so they can be eliminated more efficiently. When fewer toxins circulate in your bloodstream, your kidneys can focus on maintaining balance instead of being overloaded. There's also a mineral advantage. Flax seeds provide magnesium, manganese, and vitamin B1. Magnesium in particular plays a role in blood pressure regulation and muscle relaxation. Since high blood pressure is one of the strongest predictors of kidney damage, supporting magnesium intake through food can make a real difference over time. Another important point for kidney protection is oxalates. Many people prone to kidney stones need to be careful with high oxalate foods. Compared to several other seeds, flax seeds are relatively low in oxalates, making them a safer option for people concerned about calcium, oxalate stone formation, especially when paired with proper hydration. That said, more is not better. Most experts recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds per day. Going far beyond that can cause bloating, digestive discomfort, And if fluid intake is low, even strain the kidneys due to excess fiber. Because flax seeds absorb water, drinking enough fluids is essential to allow fiber to do its job smoothly. So when used the right way, ground properly portioned, and combined with good hydration, flax seeds can reduce inflammation, support detox pathways, and quietly make your kidneys' daily workload easier. But here's the key transition you need to hear. Flax seeds are one of the safest seeds on this list. And if people are still making serious mistakes with something this gentle, imagine what happens with the next seed one that looks just as healthy but can become a real problem if used the wrong way. And just knowing this about flax seeds isn't enough, because the next seed is where most people unknowingly cross the line and start putting real stress on their kidneys. If flax seeds are where people almost get it right, then chia seeds are where many unknowingly cross into dangerous territory. Chia seeds look harmless. They're tiny, trendy, and constantly praised as a superfood. I've met countless people who add chia seeds to their routine, believing they're protecting their kidneys, sprinkling them dry over yogurt, tossing them into salads, even swallowing them straight with a sip of water. And for a while, nothing seems wrong, until bloating starts, until dehydration creeps in, until lab numbers quietly shift in the wrong direction. Chia seeds can be incredibly beneficial for kidney health, but only when they're used with respect. From a nutritional standpoint, chia seeds are loaded with fiber. In fact, gram for gram, they contain more fiber than most foods people eat in a day. Fiber slows digestion, improves bowel regularity, and helps trap waste products in the gut so they can be eliminated instead of reabsorbed into the bloodstream. That's a big deal for kidney health, because the fewer toxins circulating in your blood, the less work your kidneys have to do filtering them out. Chia seeds are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, similar to flax seeds. These fats help calm chronic inflammation, protect blood vessels, and support steady blood flow. And healthy blood flow is essential for proper kidney filtration. When inflammation stays high for years, it damages the delicate blood vessels that feed the kidneys, slowly reducing their ability to function. But here's where chia seeds are very different from flax seeds, and where most people get into trouble. Chia seeds can absorb up to 15 times their weight in water. Think about that for a moment. If you eat them dry or without enough fluid, they don't swell in the bowl, they swell inside your digestive tract. This can pull water away from your body, leading to dehydration, constipation, and digestive blockages. And dehydration is one of the fastest ways to stress your kidneys. I've seen people who thought they were eating clean unknowingly doing the opposite, forcing their kidneys to work harder just to maintain fluid balance. Over time, this can raise the risk of kidney strain, especially in older adults or anyone already dealing with high blood pressure or borderline kidney function. From a mineral perspective, chia seeds contain magnesium, manganese, and vitamin B1, all of which support muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, and blood pressure regulation. Magnesium in particular plays a protective role for the kidneys by helping relax blood vessels and stabilize blood pressure, one of the most critical factors in slowing kidney decline. Chia seeds also contain antioxidant polyphenols. These compounds help neutralize oxidative stress, which is one of the silent drivers of kidney aging. Oxidative stress slowly damages kidney tissue over time, even when you feel fine. Antioxidant-rich foods help slow that process. But again, the benefit depends entirely on how chia seeds are used. This is why experts consistently recommend soaking chia seeds for at least 10 to 15 minutes before eating them, or consuming them only in foods that already contain enough liquid like oatmeal yogurt or smoothies. When soaked properly, chia seeds form a gel that supports digestion instead of fighting it. Portion size matters just as much. While chia seeds are healthy, eating too much can increase your intake of phosphorus and oxalates. For kidney support, most recommendations land around 1 tablespoon per day. That's enough to get the benefits without overwhelming your system. If you have a history of kidney stones or more advanced kidney disease, chia seeds aren't automatically off limits, but moderation and hydration are non-negotiable. Drinking enough water throughout the day is essential when fiber intake goes up. Now pause for a moment and be honest with yourself. Have you ever eaten chia seeds dry or without thinking about water intake? If so, leave a comment below. I read every one, and your experience might help someone else avoid the same mistake. When used correctly, chia seeds can support digestion, reduce inflammation, and make your kidneys' job easier, not harder. But used carelessly, they quietly do the opposite. And here's the critical transition you need to hear. If chia seeds can cause problems simply because of how they interact with water, then the next seed is even more deceptive because it's often praised as heart healthy while hiding one of the biggest kidney risks most people never see coming. But knowing this about chia seeds still isn't enough, because the next seed is where the real shock happens, and it's one most people are completely unprepared for. If chia seeds can quietly stress your kidneys through dehydration, then sesame seeds introduce a different kind of danger, one that hides behind a healthy reputation most people never question. Sesame seeds are everywhere. Tahini sesame oil, sesame milk salad toppings. They've been used for thousands of years and are often praised for heart health, antioxidants, and longevity. I've spoken to many people who proudly tell me they switched to sesame oil thinking it was a safer, cleaner choice for their kidneys. And this is where the problem begins. Sesame seeds do contain powerful nutrients. They're rich in healthy fats, plant protein, and unique antioxidants like sesamin and sesamol. These compounds help reduce inflammation and protect cells from oxidative stress. Some studies suggest they can lower cholesterol and support blood vessel health, which on the surface sounds great for the kidneys. But kidney health isn't just about antioxidants. It's about what your kidneys must filter every single day. Here's a story I hear far too often. Someone eats clean, avoids processed foods, uses sesame oil, daily adds tahini to meals, sprinkles sesame seeds generously on salads. Then one day out of nowhere, they're diagnosed with kidney stones, or their doctor warns them that their phosphorus levels are climbing. They're shocked because nothing they were eating felt unhealthy. The issue isn't moderation. The issue is concentration. Sesame seeds are extremely high in oxalates. Oxalates are natural compounds that bind with calcium in the body to form calcium. Oxalate, the most common type of kidney stone. When oxalate intake stays high, the kidneys are forced to filter and eliminate more of these crystals. Over time, this increases stone risk dramatically, especially in people who are already prone. To put this into perspective, sesame seeds rank among the highest oxalate-containing foods commonly eaten. This isn't something most nutrition labels warn you about, and it's rarely mentioned in superfood conversations online. But oxalates aren't the only concern. Sesame seeds are also high in phosphorus. For people with healthy kidneys, excess phosphorus can often be excreted. But for anyone with stage 3 to stage 5 chronic kidney disease, phosphorus becomes a serious threat. Elevated phosphorus levels pull calcium out of bones, weaken blood vessels, and accelerate kidney damage. This is why kidney specialists often advise limiting or avoiding high phosphorus seeds altogether. Potassium adds another layer of risk. While sesame seeds are only moderate in potassium per serving, they're easy to overeat. A tablespoon here, another there, and suddenly potassium intake climbs higher than expected. For someone on a renal diet, that adds up quickly. There's also the issue of phytates. Sesame seeds contain compounds that can block the absorption of important minerals. Roasting can reduce phytates slightly, but it does not remove oxalates or phosphorus. This means many people believe roasting makes sesame seeds safe, when in reality the kidney-related risks remain. So how should sesame seeds be used? For people with healthy kidneys, sesame seeds can be enjoyed in small amounts, typically 1 to 2 tablespoons per day as part of a balanced diet. They may support heart health and provide antioxidant benefits when used carefully. But for people with a history of kidney stones, sesame seeds are often best avoided or eaten only in very small amounts. And if they are consumed, pairing them with calcium-rich foods like yogurt or milk may help bind oxalates in the gut before they reach the kidneys. For anyone with advanced kidney disease, sesame seeds are usually considered a limit food. Their phosphorus content alone can outweigh the benefits. This is why dietary decisions at this stage should always be made with a renal dietitian, not based on general health advice. Here's the emotional truth most people don't hear. Sesame seeds don't cause immediate pain. They don't trigger obvious symptoms. They quietly increase the filtering burden on your kidneys day after day, until one morning the damage shows up on a scan or a lab report. Now pause for a second. Have you ever assumed a food was safe simply because it's been used for centuries? If so, leave a comment below. These assumptions are far more common and far more dangerous than most people realize. Sesame seeds teach us an important lesson. Healthy foods are not automatically kidney-safe foods. Context, portion size, and individual risk matter more than reputation. And here's where this gets even more serious. If sesame seeds can silently increase stone risk and phosphorus overload, then the next seed we're about to discuss sits right at the crossroads of protection and danger, because it can support kidney repair or accelerate decline, depending on one small habit most people completely overlook. But just knowing this about sesame seeds isn't enough, because the final seed may be the one that truly determines whether your kidneys stay protected or slowly break down over time. If sesame seeds taught us that a food can look healthy while quietly raising kidney risk, then pumpkin seeds bring us to the final and most decisive crossroads. Pumpkin seeds are often seen as a safe snack. They're crunchy, satisfying, and commonly recommended for heart health, immunity, even prostate and bladder support. Many people grab them by the handful, believing they're doing their kidneys a favor. And here's the truth. Pumpkin seeds can be incredibly protective, but only when they're used with precision. Used carelessly, they can push vulnerable kidneys past their limit. Let me explain why this seed is so powerful and so misunderstood. Pumpkin seeds are rich in fiber, healthy fats, and essential amino acids. They also contain strong antioxidants like vitamin E and carotenoids, which help calm inflammation and protect cells from oxidative damage. Chronic inflammation is one of the slow, invisible forces behind kidney decline, and reducing it can make a real difference over time. But what truly sets pumpkin seeds apart is their mineral profile. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best plant-based sources of zinc. Zinc supports immune function and tissue repair, including the delicate tissues inside the kidneys. They're also rich in magnesium, a mineral closely linked to kidney protection. Magnesium helps prevent calcium from depositing in the kidneys and blood vessels, lowering the risk of calcification and long-term damage. This is why magnesium intake is often associated with better kidney outcomes in observational studies. From a functional standpoint, pumpkin seeds also support the urinary tract. Some research suggests they can help reduce pressure in the bladder and improve urine flow. When urine flows more smoothly, there's less back pressure on the kidneys, a subtle but meaningful form of protection, especially in older adults. So where does the danger come in? The problem is dose. Pumpkin seeds are high in phosphorus and potassium. Just 1 ounce, about 2 tablespoons, contains roughly 330 to 350 milligrams of phosphorus and over 200 milligrams of potassium. For people with healthy kidneys, this may not cause immediate issues. But for anyone with chronic kidney disease, those numbers matter a lot. As kidney function declines, the body struggles to remove excess phosphorus. Elevated phosphorus levels pull calcium out of bones, weaken blood vessels, and accelerate kidney damage. Potassium, when it builds up, can disrupt heart rhythm and become life-threatening. This is why renal diets often restrict both minerals. I've seen this play out many times. Someone switches from chips to pumpkin seeds believing they've made a smarter choice. They snack mindlessly, handful after handful. Months later, their labs show rising phosphorus, unstable potassium, and worsening kidney markers. They're confused because no one warned them that a healthy snack could do this. Another hidden danger is sodium. Many store-bought pumpkin seeds are heavily salted. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, and high blood pressure is one of the strongest drivers of kidney damage. A snack meant to be protective suddenly becomes a double threat: minerals plus salt quietly stressing the kidneys day after day. So how do you use pumpkin seeds without crossing that line? For people with healthy kidneys, pumpkin seeds can be enjoyed more freely, typically up to 1/4 cup per day, preferably raw or dry roasted and unsalted. In this group, pumpkin seeds can support heart health, immune function, and kidney protection when part of a balanced diet. But for people on a renal diet, portion control is everything. Instead of eating pumpkin seeds as a snack, they're best used as a topping, about 1 tablespoon, sprinkled over a salad or meal. This allows you to get the zinc and magnesium benefits without overwhelming the kidneys with phosphorus and potassium. And this is critical: pumpkin seeds should never be eaten mindlessly by the handful if kidney function is already compromised. One small habit change: how you snack can dramatically alter the pressure placed on your kidneys over time. Now take a moment and reflect. Have you ever eaten pumpkin seeds straight from the bag thinking, this is a healthy snack? If that's you, leave a comment below. Awareness is the first step toward protection. Pumpkin seeds teach us the final and most important lesson of this entire video. Even protective foods can become harmful when portion size is ignored. Kidney health is not about fear, it's about precision. And here's the thought I want you to sit with as we move toward the end. If a single tablespoon can mean the difference between support and strain, if a small daily habit can quietly shape your kidney future, then what you choose next truly matters. But just knowing this still isn't enough because the final message ties everything together, and it may be the most important decision you make for your kidneys moving forward. Before we end, I want you to remember one important thing. Your kidneys are not weak, and it's not too late. Your kidneys work quietly for you every single day, filtering your blood balancing fluids and removing toxins, even when you don't feel any pain or warning signs. And the truth is, protecting them doesn't require expensive supplements or extreme diets. It often starts with small, smart choices you make consistently: how you eat, how much you eat, and whether you understand what your kidneys truly need. If there's one takeaway from today's video, it's this: the right foods and the right amounts used the right way can make a real difference over time. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be informed. If this video helped you understand your kidneys better, I encourage you to save this video so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder. And please subscribe to the channel because every week I share clear, science-based medical insights to help you protect your kidneys, lower risk early, and make confident health decisions without fear or confusion. If you have questions about your kidney health, or if you've experienced symptoms like swelling, nighttime urination, or changes in your lab results, leave a comment below. I read every comment, and your question may help someone else who's going through the same thing. Take care of your kidneys now because they're counting on you every day. With the right knowledge and the right habits, you can protect them, support them, and give them the chance to keep working for you for many years to come.